love Streamlabs so much. Hey, this is Kev. This is Black Man being brutally honest, and I want to just address things for a second here. If you could, if you are viewing this on demand, when you click on the thumbnail, or if you're already a subscriber, thank you. But for those who aren't, please subscribe. Um, Let me explain myself for a second. I'm one of the habitual line steppers, and I know that people are now getting into click naming and whatever. You know, there was a new click that was formed, so I gotta. I will say this: as long as those guys work together, and the end is always going to be to make Black YouTube and Black platforms a lot better. So, you know, that's why myself, Roger Stevens, and Donnie Casanova formed the habitual line steppers. We decided that we wanted to be something in this Black YouTube landscape. Now, if you look at the image that is on the screen, I don't know. I just decided to do a little something funky with Photoshop. So, but it does have a little bit of symbolism to it. I like the landscape of Black YouTube, and aside from all the other little funky pop culture stuff and news channels. There's an aspect of YouTube that lets you speak your mind, and I am definitely, I will say, humble and honored to be a part of it. But unfortunately, there's some negative that goes along with that too. And what happened is that I got caught up in some of the negativity, and I feel like that me and the parties that are involved with me handled it quite well, and for that person's sake, I hope nothing else happens. With that, I'm pretty much done with it, and what I want to do is I want to move forward with forward-thinking people. So here's the thing. We're all getting a message on our Hangouts saying that Hangouts is going to end August 1st. So this might be a last hurrah for a lot of YouTubers slash content creators. So one of my suggestions is to find you a video editing app and just put up a nice little image and just talk. Give people a piece of who you are. Because I'm going to say this: the first three letters in YouTube is YOU. And I've had to think about this myself. Just get used to talking solo, and yes, work with people, and keep the habitual line steppers going. So we just gotta step our game up and find new and improved ways to do things. Now, yes, my eyes been on Black YouTube for a while. It's a great thing, and like I said, I'm glad to have a chance to have a voice in it. But there's also a lot of dissension. I guess that's what goes. Like when you have egos and powerful personalities, I guess it's just one of those things that happen. I mean, some people are upset with each other and each other's points of view, and I mean that's cool. All of that's cool. If people have a better plan, this is definitely the platform to speak up. But it should never ever get to the point to where it's like it gets personal. And yeah, things got a bit personal, but things didn't have to be that way. It didn't. So if that person is listening, kudos to your fuckery. You tried it. But I'm probably gonna going back to doing more of the, I would say, obscure news stories in the Black community that no one ever really hears or would otherwise care about, because that's part of who I am. I know I mentioned the Facebook group here, the Facebook group there, but I mean, this is YouTube. This is a different platform. There's a different approach must be taken. And I mean, I want to do it with as little nonsense as possible. Now, dealing with nonsense is fun because stupid people are easy to fuck with. They have no real direction, and it's always going to be the same reaction over and over again. If you don't learn from stupid people how to deal with stupid people, then maybe you are stupid yourself. Now, I don't. Just being brutally honest. I'm gonna stop playing the politician. The guy that tries to, like Barack Obama. Mister, I'm trying to please everybody. I'm not trying to hurt somebody's feelings. Stuff like that. But my intention is never to hurt feelings. My intention is just to, have a word just like everyone else. You don't have to agree with me. I mean, not to satiate my ego, but if you choose to listen, you listen. I applaud that and I appreciate that. But don't if you're gonna do some fuck shit, don't involve my circle. Especially if my circle is with the shits. I mean, all of them, they with the shits. So I mean, all that's gonna be is gonna be one big ass mess, and your ass is gonna leave the situation bruised. And I don't like being that way, but when you have egos out there, cause like let's be honest with ourselves. All these YouTubers, all of these narratives out here, we're just like preachers of a different faith. The YouTube channel is our church, and our subscriber base is our congregation, and we are the preachers of our narrative. Some of us have big churches, some of us have small churches, some of us have mega churches. But, and I hate using words like this, diversity. There are a diverse array of opinions. Like when you hear diversity, like lately in the social media aspect, well, in the media and societal aspect, and let's be honest. When you use words like diversity, usually straight, and when I say straight, heterosexual black men aren't included in that narrative. And I mean, like, and inclusion was never really my goal. I mean, my goal was for everybody just to chill, sit back, relax, enjoy how beautiful life is. I mean, to some people that's boring. I understand that. Some people that's just plain boring. There has to be drama. People have to fuck with people. But here it is though. Don't fuck with the wrong people. Don't do that. That's why people fuck with certain folks, because they feel like they're the right ones. Nah. You come this way, we are definitely the wrong ones. I'm not saying don't mess with us. I'm just saying try to and watch what happens. Now, I didn't come here for, I didn't particularly come here for, to get mixed up in the fuckery and everything in the reality show type environment. But this is all of what it is a reality show type environment. But, with the hangouts leaving, it's definitely going to change the landscape a little bit. So, some of y'all, some of you out there that just hop from panel to panel, you'll probably become that guy that, calls into the shows. Or, if they do come with a new and improved version of Hangouts, which I hope they do, hopefully one that's more user friendly, then, we just shall see. But here, oh, hello, Raining Woman. But there's definitely like some changes that are happening, from what I'm observing from platform to platform on Black YouTube. And this is just this wing of Black YouTube. This is not the other wing of Black YouTube. That the ones that don't really step on this side, but they're so much more popular because they deal with popular things, hot topics, stuff like that. So this part right here, this is what makes us special. This is a value. This is valuable. However, it keeps evolving and it keeps changing. So, whatever they take from it, no content creator right now currently in the black wing of YouTube. I'm not trying like black wing, black sector. People see people have put so many labels on certain aspects of black YouTube. I just wanted to do thing. I mean, say it to where it encompasses you if you are skin folk. Now, all skin folk ain't kin folk, but when it comes basically down to it, we all have the same struggle. Unless you're just a flat out traitor, you know that word y'all like to use, coon. Whatever. But anyway, I know that everything ain't for everybody. Like, I would never ask other communities, especially like say like I would never ask the martial arts community to do something like for I would say football. And we have to probably in black YouTubes probably have to start thinking that way. Is that everybody shouldn't have to be under the same accord, but to the end of that works for everyone. And really, all this infighting for real, this infighting is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I contributed to it just basically on the whole merit that you're not gonna mess with me and you're not gonna mess with the people I care about. So, but like just outright slander, outright lying behind people's backs, nah, no, that's fuckery right there. I mean, it makes for great drama. It makes for great television. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. So just offering my thoughts for a little bit here. Just to talk to the YouTube landscape. No, we need to kind of diversify our topics here a little bit. Life topics are great, but people have such different perspectives, and the thing is with different perspectives, sometimes they can clash. If people are only here to do what they said they wanted to do, like, has everyone thought about what they're here for on YouTube? Like, has everyone given themselves a mission statement? Like, what are you here for? Like, are you here to give advice? Are you here to be a love guru? Are you here to find solutions for our community, as Mr. Stevens? That's his, like Roger Stevens of the Roger Report. That is his mission statement: Black American Solutions. Please check his channel out. Did you come here with a mission? Did you come here to show off your audio visual skill? Did you come here for mess? Did you come here for drama? Drama's stressful. I mean, I don't see how people can consistently do that. It's I don't know. It's like I'm one that I don't care about how other races view our stereotypes. I understand that there are quite a few YouTubers that roll like that, but I don't. What I care about is how the stereotypes impact all of us, within the community, personally, rather. How much does it affect you when you see, I would say, thug culture or weird culture? And I mean, when I say weird culture, it's like, an example of that is, some of the stuff that we've had to deal with this week within our circle. That was weird. Rap culture, which I think is very toxic once you really think about it. I mean, think about rap culture. You talk about making money through illegal means, murdering people, treating women like crap. I mean, yeah, that's rap culture. In the thug thing, that thug culture does kind of tie in with that rap culture. Because, all of the imagery, all of the attitude, really, honestly, where does all it come from? The imagery that is expressed in rap music. So, if you're kind of a spiritual person, you will understand that kind of talk. about how your environment and all the elements and things around you can subliminally affect you. Um, but okay, let's talk about the culture thing as far as Black YouTube. Like getting back to when I was saying preachers of a different faith. Um, there are many cultures within Black YouTube, and you have the single man. I'm not gonna fool with a woman culture. I want to buy a plane ticket to Shangri-La and find me a woman with perfect nipples and all this other stuff, and you got that culture. Then you got the weave advocacy culture, as far as I'm concerned. The women that feel the need to get mad at black men and start calling out all of our challenges just because some guy made a video about or some social media post about hair weave and wigs and makeup and I'm not really so much into the talk. That's why I avoided hair weave topics. I could have easily done it, and I could have made it funny. It ain't even like I care about, what people think about a black man talking about weave. Because any of us that grew up in the 80s know that everybody joked on weave. Everybody. Women too. Oh, what's she doing with that hair weave over there? Stuff like that. And now in 2019, everybody's looking at hair weave like, oh, this you can buy your hair if it won't grow. Like everybody looks at it like that now. So it's like you still got people alive that remember that. Then you got that newer generation of people, and I know there are fuck niggas out there that that just only talk about, oh girl, you self hate if you wear hair weave. Oh, you self hate if you wear hair. You feel like it's like a broken record. I know those guys are out there, but please try to understand that people gonna talk shit about stuff. So you got that. You got the here's one. You got the Pookie Defense culture. It's that one's confusing because like one moment they're telling men like me, and I'll get to my culture in a second. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say about me, of course, as far as I'm concerned. But the Pookie Defense culture, they'll do something like, or they'll say something like, well, why don't you start correcting these black men? Why don't you stop talking about these black women? Oh my gosh. Which, I try not to make black women the subject of my discussion every time. But it's like, but then they want you to get on the men. Okay, so here's what you do. You get on the men. Why don't, like we'll tell the men, look, why don't you stop shooting out in all these stupid broads raw? Like, just not to say that about every woman that's in that situation. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not supposed to be a politician. I'm supposed to just say it how it is. Every time you try to correct brothers on that, then here's a statement you hear. You just mad cause Pookie getting pussy and you not. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm completely fucking done. So just my suggestion is to brothers who have to come up against little contradictions like that, just continue to say what the fuck you want to say. Really, seriously, because if you back down and you start acting like you're getting on these panels like homeboy the school teacher, you get on there, you're saying something 1 minute and then you completely give up and then you act like a hopping bob every time you step on someone else's platform. Yeah. I mean, read that however you want to read it. Yeah. And it ain't necessarily, and people want to hear you say this. It ain't yo, Loadcast, what's up? It ain't necessarily like always the Pookie that impregnates the that impregnates the single mom. There's other guys too that aren't the Pookie rap type. I mean, the Pookie archetype. My suggestion is stop listening to so many damn rap songs. I mean, decide, like, why don't everybody get together, have this one big fucking meeting and decide what a Pookie is? Because that's quite confusing. The Pookie Definition I grew up with is the Chris Rock on New Jack City, a crackhead. And now people want to entitle themselves Pookies. Knock your motherfucking self out. All right. Then there's this rising incel culture. Yeah, I hate taking words from white dudes, like, you know, these little hip white dudes that get on these social media blogs. But, you know, that word came from them. Incel means involuntarily celibate, meaning that this guy does not realize that it's his own fault that he cannot deal with women in an intimate sexual way. Women don't like him maybe because maybe I just didn't do this right. This, that. No, dude, you're just whack. You know, throw the whole book away. I mean, you know, and it's these guys that, you know, and I was attacked by one of the Alphabet gang this morning on Obsidian. You know, what SBD, SH, I don't know, shit. Like I'm defending motherfuckers. I'm like, no, I got my own fucking opinion, you know? Like, I can hold my own dick when I pee. Like, shut the fuck up talking to me. Then trying to call for one of the moderators to boot me. Yeah, the old moderator thing again. But on that chat, the moderators ain't about that shit. They let people talk how they want to talk. Not like some chats I know. And I mean, you entitle yourselves. I mean, sometimes these people have these little alphabet names or whatever. And I mean, like, some people call me BMBBH, but it means black men being brutally honest. I try to sit here and welcome all black men. You know, as long as you're not a complete fuck nigga, like that one I just got through talking about. You know, you can be that way you want. Like, them niggas right there are the ones that you need to watch for, because they will quickly disarm everybody. Like, no, shut up. You sit the fuck down before you do any more damage. Like, I have no time to be addressed in a disrespectful manner, especially if you don't fucking know me, just because y'all don't like what's his name. The GOAT. Yeah, that guy. I mean, cool. I mean, we're okay. We're okay. I'll say that much. Me and him are okay. But it ain't enough to me to say just assassinate him. See, and then the whole point of me bringing him up is this. If y'all don't like the guy, why don't y'all just defeat him? I know he's a loudmouth, but just defeat the guy. Defeat his talking points. And, you know, it's going to, and sometimes they lead into circle discussions. You're just going to have to accept that it is what it is. You sit up there and lose your voice yelling and shit, or you can shut the fuck up, or you can just simply debunk stupid people. And I'm not saying this guy is stupid. I'm not saying, because I don't believe this guy is stupid. All I'm saying is, for your sake, is like, don't bring the hangman's noose to me just because I have a different opinion. You kiss my ass. But yeah. But there it is. Like, that's like anyone who has that alphabet click mentality, okay, I'm cool with that, whatever. But don't come for me, because, you know, you'll feel like a confused teenager, like, who that just ran into like the most stern grown man you've ever heard in your life, and that's the truth. I don't play that shit. For real. Don't come to me with that hangman mentality on social media. Yeah. Okay. So what we had here? We had I mentioned the incel culture. Okay. You got the bitter woman culture. You gotta let them talk. Period. You just let them talk. I mean, it's not hard to get them riled up, and then they'll talk themselves into a stupor anyway. But to sit up there and just back and forth, wah here, wah there, it's like, it's unproductive. It's unproductive, and it ends up making you look stupid, because you sit up here, gotta sit up there, evolve and re-evolve your argument just to keep up with a stupid person that is just trashing your argument, because what she's doing is a female trick. She's making you turn around and trash your own argument. And, you know, I don't sit up there and give them hoes that, oh, I'm sorry, that was disrespectful. But it's brutally honest, I don't give them hoes like shine like that. I may mess with them in the Facebook group when I ain't got nothing else to do. Then that's when they make the post. Oh, all these guys do is bash black women. No, it's like I'm debunking your stupid shit. That's not bashing. If it's bashing, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Kevin, remember, stop playing the politician. Stop. You're not Obama. You know, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Now, one final culture that I will explain is the level-headed black person culture. Now, this is the guy that usually wakes up in the morning, you know, after he's had a long night's sleep, wakes up, gets ready to go to work, and then he looks at his Facebook, and then last night at the club, which his friends tried to call him to, 2 people got shot. But he would rather sit in the bed, sleep, wait on his next shift, and pay them bills. I mean, not saying that it was his friends that got shot or anything like that. This is just a totally hypothetical situation. You know, the guy that gets, you know, jumped by his friends because he ain't trying to, you know, I don't know, fuck everything perhaps. The guy that's focused on himself. The guy who doesn't like drama. I mean, if drama comes his way, you know, of course, we'll handle it. That's the kind of, you know, the normal guy. Sometimes these guys are black fathers. But who am I to, you know, who am I to define what's normal? Who am I? Who are any of us to define what's normal? I mean, you know, people trying, but you know, under that kind of text, people have been trying to, you know, get away with shit for the longest. You know, get away with doing like, you know, shit that ain't regular and ain't cool, and you know, for you know, people kind of know what I'm talking about when I say that. But yeah, is just figure out what you're here for, what your mission statement is, what your whole purpose for being on YouTube. Even if it's if you're just here to talk shit, you know, just be upfront about it, cause there's so much confusion right now. I mean, if you got let me put it like this, and some of you know who I'm talking about. If you got a guy writing a whole book that fucks with black YouTube like that, we should be supporting that guy. We should definitely be, you know, trying to buy that book. Yeah, I'm gonna get my copy. I'm getting my copy. In fact, I probably order the book after you know, I get off this broadcast. So, and I mean, like, still, there's drama. Okay. Now, just as I entitle this YouTube channel, Black Men Being Brutally Honest, just start being brutally honest with yourselves. Black YouTube. Because it's like this, man. I've seen separation all of my life, and it always be among black people. And why are black people dividing themselves? You can blame the media, you can blame social media, you can blame whatever title you entitle yourself to all you want. But I've always seen this division. It's like, you know, when it's schools, it's like rival schools. When it's cities, it's different cities. When it's street blocks, it's different street blocks, different neighborhoods. Everybody always like, and it's like, it gives you a sense of camaraderie to be around people that, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, being proud, but to use it as a weapon, you know, like, I stayed down the street from Alabama State University. I always, you know, went growing up. I used to hear about, you know, Chicago getting into it with Detroit, you know, that kind of thing. You know, New York getting into it with Florida. Fraternity versus fraternity. Sorority versus sorority. It's like, okay, you know what? I understand certain things. If we're talking about team sports, okay. But it's like finding a way to hate each other through just some minor bullshit differences. Like, nah. Yes, and if my old ass got to be the father that sits here and separates people, now son, Stop fighting. You know, the one that gets in between people. You know, as long as they ain't carrying no kind of weapon. I ain't getting between folks with weapons. Have at it. The law will deal with you then. But it's like, you know, I'm an older guy. I just, you know, step through and say, hey, guy, why don't y'all settle it some other kind of way? You know, maybe we can go on later and, you know, have a couple beers. Something, you know, talk. There's a better way to handle these things besides fighting. Yeah. Wow, fuckery is so entertaining though. Sometimes. But if you like the person that's like, this making black people look bad. This making black people look bad in front of white people. But you know white people's watching. Just shut the fuck up. Seriously, for those of you with big followings, how many white people are actually in your chats, fully engaged, fully participating, laughing at y'all? Y'all usually boot people from those kind of chats if they ever show up. So what you're telling me as YouTubers, you're too stupid to boot somebody that's racist from your chat and block them from your channel. But to your talking point, you want to say that these black YouTubers are here for white people. You are stupid. I wish somebody would come and say that I'm just doing this just to damn tap dance for white people. White folks. The man. The pale rider. Like you can't be stupid all your life. You can't be. You know, I realized that at a very early age. You know, the time where mistakes should have been made and learned from. You know, I didn't grow up a pickpocket. You know, a guy that went to the grocery store and put stuff under his jacket just so somebody can eat. Cause you know, a lot of those times, we do judge kids like that. But a lot of those times, some of them people just try to eat. Yeah, I remember I did a story on some kids that they bum rushed this grocery store. You know, they ran out with stuff under here, and then one of the officers, like he wasn't in any kind of shape. He couldn't have ran 2 feet to try to chase them kids. He pulled out his taser and tased one of the little girls. And kept tasing him. Like, I thought he was a sorry fuck for that shit. Yeah, you know, and I expressed that in the video. But doing that particular story also made me think that, you know, sometimes that, you know, people are in situations and we shouldn't be so quick to judge. You know, people stealing food. People steal food because they're hungry. They're not stealing food because they gonna resell it and, you know, flip that shit. No, they're not doing that. I don't. It'll break my heart if I see somebody gotta steal food to eat. Like, you know, that's just the way I think. I do understand that. I do understand that those kinds of, quote fingers, criminals, those kind of people exist. But when you glorify a lifestyle where you made all these damn mistakes, you hurt all these damn people, and now you floating around like everything is okay, you should be the one out there. You should be the first one saying, don't do that shit. Don't be that life. Instead of defending it, instead of trying to pass off the blame to the quote unquote socially awkward lames. Oh, that is a dumb ass narrative right there. It used to be educated lames. Anybody that has ever used the word educated lame, ooh. See, this is why you got the little incel culture that I was talking about earlier. Saying stuff like, ooh, they the most educated. Why these women saying they the most? It don't mean nothing. Like, that's why you got them little guys whining about that shit. And I mean, like, there are several points to be made with that narrative too, because of shit like that. Somebody, and the talking point I was talking about was, If you're a black man and you're educated, you're a lame. When you're a black woman and you're educated, you're the most educated all of a sudden. And I mean, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing the whole most educated thing. You know, that's not me throwing salt, because I'm educated too. I mean, being educated is a good thing. I mean, depending on the kind of education you're talking about. But, you know, certifiable education, yeah. But it's like this. Why can't black people just be educated? Now see what I did there? There are plenty of successful black men who are educated, and there are plenty of successful black women that are educated as well. And that narrative right there should work to a better end. Now, the breakdown here is where the problem is, whether you're an educated black man or educated black woman, somebody is likely, due to these conversations lately, to have a fucked up attitude. And that shit is booty. That shit is garbage. Like, what's with the attitude? And then people don't realize when they have an attitude that sometimes people think that, you know, a person must be dealt with. Like Chris Rock said on the first Friday, if I get dealt with, I get dealt with. You know, people get dealt with like that. On a mental level, on a verbal level. You know, no threats here. Alright, does I pause for a brief moment and tell you that this music in the background was brought to you by a Music Maker app on my laptop. Yep, a Music Maker app on my laptop. All I did was tweak it a little bit. Yes, I know it was lazy. I am no music producer whatsoever, but that app was kind of fun. It's called Music Maker Pro. This will help you avoid copyright strikes when you put music in your videos. And that's simply all I was doing. Yeah, you know, I thought the music would go good with the universal backdrop. You know, you have to say some things sometimes. Yeah, that mask right there, I got with a video game that I purchased. Yes, I play video games. Because it's just a fun man kind of thing to do. And, you know, the youngins don't understand that sometimes. But, hey, you know what? Hey, you know, the times are changing. Like, I just reinforced the point to you that, yeah, back in the 80s, we used to trash hair weave. And now, 2019, we got weave advocacy. And then like, you know, it just is what it is. Like, how many mad diatribes, angry diatribes you've heard of women talking about, why these men out here, they're talking about hair weave? Why? Ooh, they so gay. Ooh. You know, how many times have you heard that? And then, you know, that those conversations circle, it'll be an hour, it'll be 2 hours. That's weave advocacy. They are advocating for weave. And the sad part about it is, a lot of those women, and I gotta say not all black women, because when you say something about any black woman, everybody think you talk about all black women. Oh. Those women. Yeah, they will sit up there all day and trash the black man because some black man said something about hair weave. If it don't apply, let it fly. And personally, here's my take on hair weave. As long as it look good. And as long as I can't tell it's a weave. You know, kinda. Just look, make it good. Make it good. make it almost to where like it looks natural. And that, you know, that's my critique as a heterosexual man. You know, because y'all love saying niggas gay for talking about hair. I mean, it is what it is. God damn, I've been talking for like 45 minutes. Shit. I mean, I guess I better get used to it. Yeah. So anyway, look, it's Friday, which means tomorrow is Saturday, and the day after that is Sunday. Even though Sunday is the first day of the week, we like to call this a weekend, just because of the 5 work days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and yes, I did mention Friday. Friday is usually the last day of work for some people out there, For me, that is not the motherfucking case. Because of my job, I am likely to work any day. So if you work a Monday through Friday job and it's 9 to 5, lucky you. You get to schedule a life. Give that person a motherfucking hand. But I promise y'all in the future that you're going to see more of this Kev, as well as more of the Kev that did the news stories as well, because I'm about to get off this little broadcast here. Go pick up the little one. So, you guys, you take care. You have an awesome weekend. Be safe out there. In fact, shit, this first week of July. Yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home comes out in a couple days. That'll be an awesome watch right there. So, anyway, I'm done here. Y'all have a good, safe weekend, and like, share, subscribe. I mean, anybody that was ever interested in hearing me talk for like almost an hour, you can share it if you want to. But this just me being me. Period. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and remember the Habitual Line Steppers, which is comprised of the Roger Report with Roger Stevens, You Ain't Shit for Watching with Donnie Casanova, and myself, Kev, Black Men Being Brutally Honest. In Kev we trust.